You saw on CBSSports.com, they put out their top 30 players over 30. And one name that I feel like kind of goes by the wayside a little bit because he doesn't play the sexy position is Joel Bitonio, coming in at number 23, saying that he hasn't just modeled durability in Cleveland, starting every game for 5 straight seasons, but he's also been a catalyst for the Browns' relentless rushing attack for Nick Chubb's stardom there. When it comes to the Browns' offensive line and Joel Bitonio, he just seems like the engine that doesn't stop running when it comes to this team. And despite the fact that, it's not a sexy position, he's one of the oldest players on this roster. So for Joel Bitonio, it really seems like he's been that kind of rock for this team.
It's almost funny because, you see him 30, it seems like he was just drafted yesterday, but really you look back, you got to go, he was a Ray Farmer selection all the way back in 2014. It's just amazing the durability and the production they've gotten out of him. He's, quite honestly, you can make the argument that after Joe Thomas, he might be the best pick. Well, let me step back. After Joe Thomas and Myles Garrett, he may be one of the top 3 to 5 picks since this team's come back in 1999. He's just been incredible for this team, and like you say, a rock for him. And you sort of take those guys for granted, and until they're not there. And I know for this season they need him to be there, and I'm sure we're going to talk about his cohort at the other side of the other guard spot. But two guys that really have been anchors for this offensive line group for a few years.
Yeah, and especially a shining star in that 2014 draft, and really redeems the fact that they selected Justin Gilbert and Johnny Manziel in round 1. You kind of forget that a little bit at this point. But not forgiven, but you know what? It helps me forget that, at least. Put that in the back of my mind.